Welcome back, Acadiana. 6:44 is the time here on Saturday Passe, Partout. And Jason Theriot is an author who has been with us before. And Jason, you have tell us about the books that you've been writing.
Certainly. It's an oral history of World War II veterans from the Bayou country, Acadiana. And over the past 3.5 years, I've been interviewing these heroes from the Bayou country, and now I'm writing their story.
That's great. That's good. As a matter of fact, you'll be able to actually, you'll be signing some books today in New Iberia.
Correct. 103 East Main Street, Books Along the Teche, downtown New Iberia. From 1 to 3 p.m., I'll be signing and autographing copies of the 2 volumes of the To Honor Our Veterans trilogy.
And the third is coming, right?
Yes, sir. Volume 3 next year. The European Theater will be out sometime in the summer.
Now, you were telling me about you had a chance to talk to either the relatives of a very special Cajun or the gentleman himself.
Well, sure, not the gentleman himself, but certainly the family members. Houston Duyon, you had a lady,
well,
Duyon here.
she was saying Duyon, so maybe she's not related.
Right. Over the summer in June, I went to Normandy to visit the gravesite of one of the only Cajuns that we know of who was killed on the invasion of Normandy roughly 60 years ago. And so that was a very special trip for myself. And coincidentally, at the same time, back in New Iberia, they were honoring him. The Louisiana legislator passed a resolution and presented this, Senator Craig Romero presented this resolution to the surviving members of Houston Duyon. So
that's very neat.
It was a neat summer.
Now, who did you meet over in Normandy, over in France?
I went with the Stephen Ambrose Historical Tours, and it was the 60th anniversary celebration, so there were 10,000 people there.
Right, so you didn't get to sit and chat with anybody in particular, but a lot of people?
Yeah, there was a lot of veterans. It was an unbelievable experience.
I would imagine the fact that we're Cajun down here, I would imagine that makes a little more of an impact in France than the rest of the country, because they feel maybe a stronger tie to us, do they?
Yes, sir, and some of the veterans that I write about have had some experience with speaking French and using their French abilities as a wonderful asset during the war, certainly.
That sounds fascinating. Now, you were talking about the oral history. This is a description, literally, of how the heroes from our area took part in all of this, right?
Correct. It's an oral history, so basically most of the information comes from sitting and speaking with veterans, recording their stories, and then writing about them and preserving that for our prosperity.
Now, Jason will be in New Iberia to talk to you about this today. All you have to do is come down. It's Books Along the Teche, right?
Correct.
And what time?
1 to 3 p.m., 103 East Main Street, downtown New Iberia, Books Along the Teche.
And I can't wait for it. Now, this is the cover of the book. I can't wait to actually see volume number 3. Here's the second book. There's 2 of them. So can't wait to see the 3rd one. That'll be out next year, and I hope you come back then.
Great.
Jason, thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me on. Appreciate it.
And go down and see Jason today. And the time right now is 6.